book people out there, it is Wednesday and it's comic book day. Let me show you what I got. First up is all new X-Men number 17. If there is one comic book you should be reading this week, this would be the comic book to read. If anything, just because we get to see Iceman with his boyfriend Romeo, where they're in the middle of the entire Inhuman versus X-Men war. This title has been slowly developing the relationship between the young Iceman and Romeo of the Inhumans, which coincidentally being that his name is Romeo, and they're doing the entire Romeo and Juliet thing where both of their families are against each other. The whole irony in that is kind of funny. It is great to see Iceman with his boyfriend and them developing their relationship. It's just unfortunate that the circumstances taking place are really pitting them against each other, or at least it seems that way. I won't spoil the ending for this issue, but it does leave off on a very hopeful note. But that's just one of the many tie-ins for the actual Inhumans vs. X-Men series. The second issue to the main storyline also came out this week. If you're unaware about what's happening in the Marvel Universe, the Inhumans and X-Men are at war with each other because the Terrigen mist that the Inhumans use to unlock their abilities is on Earth and it's in a cloud form. Unfortunately though, this same cloud kills mutants, and this same cloud is about to disperse to go throughout the entire atmosphere and kill just about all of the mutants on the planet. And the X-Men are taking it upon themselves to make the first strike to try to prevent anyone from really dying by taking out the leadership of the Inhumans. This is only the second issue, but there is so much action taking place. I can see why that there's tie-ins so we can see some of the little storylines taking place to the side. I feel closer to the mutants and their cause, but I also see the Inhumans' reasoning as well. Unfortunately though, because of the Inhumans being pushed, we all know why this is becoming a big deal in the Marvel Universe. We just won't go into that. Ultimates 2 issue number 3. I know, they keep restarting their series in Marvel. It's really irritating that they're doing that. Anyways though, previously in this title, Lord Chaos and Master Order destroyed the Living Tribunal, which I have no idea how they could possibly do something like that. I guess because the cosmic balance and the hierarchy of how everything works out has been changed and switched up, but otherwise the Living Tribunal has always been represented as being the second most powerful cosmic being in the Marvel Universe, with a couple exceptions here and there with some crossovers and some other artifacts and stuff, but nothing really major. Usually it always goes back and defers to the Living Tribunal, and they're trying to do their own thing by bringing in their own creation, which is the In-Betweener, and try to revert Galactus back to being the World Devourer. In the previous Ultimate series, Galactus was reformed into being the LifeBringer, where everything he has done, he's trying to go back and make amends for it and bring life to all of these planets he ate. It's a good story. Unfortunately though, the artwork in my opinion isn't that good. It's not the worst in the world, but still it is kind of difficult reading through the pages. Next up is Batman issue number 15, Rooftops Part 2. I like this story, even though it was only 2 parts. I like the whole aspect of Batman and Catwoman having one night together before she has to be locked back up. We get a point where both Catwoman and Batman are trying to remember when they first met each other. Catwoman remembers the Dark Knight Returns storyline where she's fighting Batman in the street. Batman remembers a Golden Age storyline where Catwoman was dressed up as an old lady. It's kind of awesome to see both of these aspects and both of these storylines being brought into this. And this is also great because we get to see Batman emotionally vulnerable. That's something we don't see too often. Sam Wilson, Captain America issue number 18. There's a group of enforcers called the AmeriCorps, which are trying to enforce their brand of justice, and they're targeting minorities. Captain America and his kind of sort of new sidekick Rage are also right in the middle of everything. And Cap is able to obtain footage of the AmeriCorps using brute force, which is pretty lethal and really bad. But if he makes this footage public, it could cause rioting, so he's stuck in a conundrum. Finally, I got Trinity issue number 5. This is a great title. In fact, I'm liking this title more than I'm liking the Justice League title. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are all trapped in a dream, where at first we thought that they were in their own individual dreams. It was caused by the Black Mercy. Turns out they're in Mongol's dream instead. The Black Mercy was that plant that got attached to Superman and gave him his heart's desire. I'm liking this even more because Poison Ivy is involved in this entire thing, and it turns out the Mongol has another agenda in mind. But that's it, that's my comic load for this week. I also read The Mighty Captain Marvel issue number 1, but I'm not going to talk about that one. I mean, Marvel really needs to stop doing number 1s every other week. I also got He-Man Thundercats issue number 4, but that one I'll do in a separate video. What did you guys get? Leave comments down below and let me know. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching me in this video. I'll join you guys in another video very soon. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do that. Also, put on notifications. That way you'll know whenever I put out a video. I'm just saying that in case you haven't already done that.